Yeah, I'm genuinely curious about that as well. I've never gone the fedora route myself, but I know it's really common. And yeah, I don't Yeah, I'm genuinely curious about that as well. I've never gone the fedora route myself, but I know it's really common. And yeah, I don't Yeah, I'm genuinely curious about that as well. I've never gone the fedora route myself, but I know it's really common. And yeah, I don't Yeah, I'm genuinely curious about that as well. I've never gone the fedora route myself, but I know it's really the fedora is nervous. Ooh, hello, neckbeards. Is this an acceptable way to talk? 100 100%. Some guy on Instagram is mad that you can vaguely see veins in my boobs. So now we're criticizing women for checks notes having a functioning circulatory system. Got it. Yeah, don't display subpar goods without expecting criticism. I can't imagine what garbage state your goods are in. Yeah, and also don't say that. Ew. Like you're talking about somebody's body and you're saying subpar goods. Bro, that's so gross. On Instagram is mad that you can vaguely see veins in my boobs. So I can't imagine what garbage state your goods are in. Yeah, and also don't say that. Ew. Like you're talking about somebody's body and you're saying subpar goods. Bro, that's so gross. On Instagram is mad that you can don't even know what to say. Grand Theft Auto 6 will have a female Latina protagonist, the first playable woman in modern Rockstar history. I won't be playing GTA 6 after this. Females are not gangsters nor part of the hood. This is embarrassing to the gaming industry and the franchise itself. We will not be playing or investing our money and time. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, that reminds me so much of Gollum from Lord of the Rings, because they said we will not be playing nor investing our money and time. And doesn't Gollum do that?
If Baggins loses, we eat it whole.
Fair enough.
We loves him, Precious. But yeah, Rockstar probably aren't too worried about this. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh my god, yeah, I think we've read this one before, but I think we need to read it again. So, I keep a one bowl specifically for ramen that I never wash because I like the leftover flavors mixing with the new ones. I guess it's like seasoning a cast iron pot. Does anyone else do this? My favorite combination is Jin Ramen and Shin Ramyun, both spicy. Yeah, that's a very, very gross. If you make a ramen in a bowl and you eat it, and then like half an hour or an hour later, you're like, oh, I actually sort of want some more ramen. If you reuse that bowl then, like, yeah, whatever. But if you're keeping it like this for days, that's so gross. And it's probably like weeks or months. You know, they're saying that they never ever wash it. I suddenly don't feel so good. Asian girls' definition: the best looking women on earth. They make great wives and great you know what. Usually not as you know what as white girls. Can cook good food and make white girls undesirable in comparison. Yeah, so we just read that. And I wish we didn't. I love reading stuff and then immediately regretting it. Finally, my father will understand. I like anime Okay, but some people do prefer to be single, but at the same time, saying that real women are overrated, that's a completely different thing. Addison Ray on Twitter, oh, I love you. Addison, I love you. I truly love you. I want to spend the rest of my days staring at the stars with you. If I had 3 wishes, all 3 would be to see you smile. It lights up my world. Even if it meant death, I would still kiss you, hug you, and wish you a good night. I love you. Right, so are they making fun of people who do this, or are they doing it? Because, like, you genuinely don't know. There are people that do stuff like this. Like, oh my god, random person on the internet that will never ever see me. I love you so much. Please marry me. You're truly the love of my life, even though I don't even really know you. I've never met you, but I'm sure you're my soulmate. You know, like, people do unironically say stuff like this, so I never know if they're joking or not. Oh my god, yeah, the classic, if there is a God, he will have to beg for my forgiveness. That's so funny, and it will always be funny. He will have to beg for my forgiveness. And see, like, this is one of those situations where I don't know if they're being serious, because they could easily be joking. It's definitely something that somebody would be joking about, but the only reason that people jokingly say stuff like this is because there are people that don't. There are people that say stuff like this and they're being completely serious. But yeah, this is amazing, and I'm glad that we're seeing it again. Aw, did the little beta male get his fifis hurt? If you can't hang with the big dogs, get off the porch. Woof woof. Did they just woof at us? Go play with your little micro, you know what, elsewhere. How does it feel to get dunked on by a real alpha? Oh my god, why? Why would you say this to somebody? It's not badass. Nobody is getting dunked on by a real alpha. Like, yeah, I'm an alpha and you're a beta and I'm a real alpha male. Like, yeah, okay, bro. Sorry that I'm a high value alpha male. High value woman qualifications. A high value woman can come with the pedigree, or she can build her points up by being fully domestic. This includes enjoying to clean daily, quickly too, enjoying to cook well daily, quickly too, being truly particular about cleanliness, mopping and cleaning inside of cabinets, baseboards, floor cracks behind appliances will all be clean. Seasonal cleaning and organizing is a pleasure. Knitting and mending clothes, even making them by hand. Cooking like a goddess from various cultures. Much safety, ease and acrobatics in the kitchen with the pots, knives, etc. Cooking on high heat and never burning. Chopping ingredients like a pro. Preserving food, limiting waste. Cooking using 5+ burners simultaneously. The ability to whip up a gourmet meals with a very basic ingredients. Serves always with an eager smile. Has a linen for everything. Travels with seasonings and spices. Can make her own bread, tortillas, pasta. Excellent at desserts. Hosts parties seamlessly. Hosts events with personal touches for all. Oh my god, it's still going. Hosts overnight guests better than any hotel. Has a ritual set up for family baths and showers. Washes hair daily. Shampoos the furniture often. Is excellent at plating. Won't serve food with a splash on the lip of the plate. Uses only real dishes, real glasses, real flatware. Enjoys home. Is definitely not a street girl. Details like fans, vents and garbage disposals are all clean. To-go lunches are pristine and brag worthy. trustworthy, travels with real silverware or chopsticks, assuring that each person in the home is progressing well emotionally, giving your family what they need, and much more. And what are you bringing to the table? And also, even if you're like the most incredible person in the world, don't say any of this stuff anyway. It doesn't matter how high value you are, this is sad. Sharks can smell blood, dogs can smell drugs, but humans can't even smell themselves when they need deodorant? Wow, that's so funny. And yeah, showers are sexy. Getting hover-handed by Milady at the local comic expo, just a neck beard things. Wait, but is any of their arm even touching them? Wow, am I discovering something in a video? I had no idea that hover-handing was a thing. But if you Google like hover-handing, usually like their arm is around them, but they're not holding them with their hand. But are they even touching them at all? And also, why would you do this? Surely it's so insulting. They don't need to put their arm around them, so if they're not even gonna touch them in the first place, why would you put your arm around somebody if you're gonna do this anyway? Surely this is something that you would avoid? I'm not losing my mind, am I? Surely this is really strange. So who is really preventing you from being in a relationship? Myself. Wow, that's so funny and it's so true. A lot of stuff that we read is this. You know, who's really preventing me? Me. Women to bear children. I am a 55-year-old man looking to find a woman, Caucasian preferred, of childbearing years to bear my children. I am separated and looking to become a dad. She must be attractive and around 125 pounds. Must be in good not drink or smoke, past or present, or do drugs. Wow, yeah, I think we're almost at the end of the video, guys. Something tells me I'm not going to be reading much more of this today. Lonely women. Only ugly guys ask me out. Stacy got 30 more likes on her profile picture. She's so annoying. Where have all the good men gone? Lonely men. I haven't spoken to another person for 2 weeks. Yeah, like the top comment says, maybe you just don't hear about the girls who are lonely because they haven't talked to anyone in 2 weeks. Yeah, you don't know about the lonely people. Like, I know what they're trying to say, but it's a huge misunderstanding. Okay, so this one is about the Big Bang Theory, and they have Leonard on the left and Penny on the right. Him, PhD in experimental physics. Her, train wreck of a person. Him, stable life. Her, awful job performance. Him, heavily cultivated. Her, terribly uncultivated. Him, family hated him, still got ahead. Her, family loved her and still failed. Him, classmates and environment hated him, still got ahead. Her, classmates and environment loved her and still failed. Him, spent his teens and youth working his ass off to succeed. Her, partying and crossing her fingers to avoid pregnancy. Him, terribly hard working. Her, lazy as hell. Him, pays for her stuff. She doesn't even pay for her own stuff. He's polite and dedicated. She's often loud and insufferable. But for some messed up reason, he is lucky to have her. And everybody believes that she's too good for him. Yeah, okay, but why does this upset you so much? Like, I don't think this is something that you're meant to think about this much. And also, that's a really surface level stuff. Like, that's not the full picture. And also, I don't care. It's the bloody Big Bang Theory. You know, like, even if you're a die-hard fan of the show, I don't think you're meant to care this much. You're not meant to get this angry about it. Like, it's not that serious. And also, if it was real and they were a real couple, it's a lot more complicated than this. Yeah, I don't know, maybe relax a little bit. Like you could do this with The Simpsons and every single couple on The Simpsons. But at the same time, why? Local board game shop fighting back against the neckbeards. We're sorry to have to say this, but unfortunately, people's personal hygiene is starting to degrade. For the benefit of all, please bathe yourselves and wash your clothes, because no one wants to have an embarrassing conversation about body odor, which results in you being asked to leave and not come back until you're cleaner. Please think about yourself and others. We all have to share this gaming space, and it's not nice for others to have to put up with your lack of personal hygiene. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and we hope you enjoy your time here. And we also hope it's not too stinky. Like the fact that they even need to put this sign up is a little bit concerning, but at the same time, yeah, like you shouldn't have to go somewhere and worry about stuff like this. And like also, you go places in public all the time and you might smell somebody's BO a little bit, but if it's actually like off-putting and you can't even concentrate on your board game and you feel like you might need to leave because it's so bad, I think that's a little bit unfair. Like a little bit of stinky, okay, but not too much. Take this job and shove it. Hey there, Becky, let's go check out that hit movie. Wow, they have a really long legs. Yeah, that's a really nice offer, but I'm too busy. Hello, human resources. So you're still coming over later to hang out with me and that other girl? You are so bad, Dirk. Of course I am. You were one of our best managers, but we're going to have to suspend you. But I didn't do anything except ask if she wanted to see a movie. Yeah, but she says that she felt uncomfortable. This girl barely comes to work on time and gossips more than she works. I bust my behind 60 hours a week and this is how you repay me? You have to understand, women are a protected class in the new America. Some people are more equal than others. I'll be waiting for you ladies. So get this, I got that guy suspended. What an idiot. He thinks because he's the manager I'll go out with him. You go, girl. Yeah, so was this made by an incel or a nice guy? So you're going out on any date soon? Yeah, let me guess. The nice guy does finish last. What a loser. Tee-hee. Let's go to Dirk's. I can't afford this, but I really need to get away for a while. So they fly to a different country. What's happening? Hey, handsome. Hey there. Imagine finding you here. Let's hang out and then later I'll cook you something to eat. As you can see, Phnom Penh is a beautiful city. I can't believe how sweet you are. You mean girls aren't like this in your country? No. Meanwhile, my goal is to bench press 200 pounds and get a man fired. You go, girl. So they start kissing. Take that job and shove it. Yeah, like when we read about neckbeards that want to move away. Like it's not the same as this one, but we've read ones where they want to move to Japan, basically because they've watched way too much anime and they think that, people over there just aren't going to be the same. Yeah, this really gives those sorts of vibes, but yeah, not a very realistic comic in a whole bunch of different ways. Like the second part isn't realistic, but the first part isn't either. Acting like everybody is like this. And also, we don't know any backstory about this person in the blue shirt. Like, they might be awful. We don't know. It's like somebody just got angry at women and made a comic. Females of Reddit, what is the sexiest thing a plus-size gamer gentleman has told you that has made you want to immediately have the horizontal mumbo with him and be his girlfriend? Oh, buddy, anything. He told me that I was bad at video games and that I shouldn't play them because I'm a femoid and I don't know anything apparently. Then insulted me in many different ways. And yeah, I fell for him on the spot. But yeah, they're obviously not being serious. Well, they better not be. Could you imagine if they were being serious? That would be hilarious. I am looking for a traditional woman, close to this definition, but not exact. I am an alpha male type. I have my career and my own own company. I have my own place, vehicles, and success. I need a woman to complement my life and achievements. I would like a kind, loving woman, as well as submissive and compliant. Not in a bad way. I mean someone that will trust me and allow me to lead and they will follow. I'm always honest whether it hurts your feelings or not. Yeah, well, you know, there's a few red flags here. But before that, they might be a perfectly good person, like I have no doubts. But traditional woman, the end of it, I'm always honest whether it hurts your feelings or not. A lot of people that are just straight up asses say that. Because they're like, oh no, I'm just an honest type. And it's like, no, you're not. You're just mean. But yeah, I have no idea if that's actually the case, but they're sort of red flags. I don't want to say trophy wife, but it seems like they want that sort of relationship, you know? Yeah, like this comment says, compliment my life and achievements. Yeah, just saying trophy wife is easier. And also the comment under it, when I read this, I always feel like they're shopping for like a rug or a lamp for their living room. She doesn't need to have a personality and be an interesting person. She just needs to fit in with the wonderful decor that they believe that their lives are. Yeah, 100%. I feel like that's what this is. The pressure was built up in her uterus and she knew her period had arrived. Looking around the class, everyone was focused on their work and Mr. Johnson was flipping through his newspaper. She raised her hand and he looked up. I need to use the restroom. Mr. Johnson squinted. Hold it. She slunk back into her seat and clenched her pelvic muscles to stop the flow of her crimson shame. 10 minutes passed, however, and the pressure was mounting. She did a good job holding it for the time, but it was becoming a desperate situation. She raised her hand again, and Mr. Johnson misogynistically sighed. What? I really need to go to the bathroom. Fine, but you get an F for female. She frowned, but had no choice. She made a mad dash to the bathroom, breaking her heels along the way, which flattened her shoes enough to gain more speed. What is this? As she ran toward the bathroom, her heaving, ample breasts filled with milk bounced and sloshed. Oh my god, what a word. Sloshed back and forth in her bra. Thankfully, she made it in time before her... Wait a second. Womb had a bloody explosion. She inspected her panties in the stall and sighed in relief. Thank you, Kegel. She pushed and peed the blood hard into the toilet, making it look like a murder scene all over the porcelain walls. Now to plug herself... Oh my god, I don't know if I can even read this. She pulled a tampon from her purse and opened the packet. Perspiration beaded on her forehead as she examined the phallic shape. As she, she let out a gasp and then a moan. What is this? Mr. Johnson would never know the wonders of being a woman. Bro, what the hell was that? What are you talking about? The top comment says, my brain just flatlined. Yeah, 100%. Also, there's another comment that says, it's satire from Jane's badly written erotica. Right, so it's a joke. I'm so relieved. Like, if they were saying that unironically, or, if they didn't take it from, this other thing, we would already be on the wholesome meme subreddit. Neckbeard saying that what robots will replace women, married women and women with boyfriends. Yeah, but also women everywhere. Like, that's not a threat. I don't think they would actually be as upset about this as you think they would be. Like, hey, I know you're not interested in me anyway, but I'm gonna go do this, and it doesn't concern you, and it's gonna make it so you can't sleep with me? Or are they saying that everybody is gonna sleep with robots and they're gonna replace women? Bro, nah. The people that don't want a relationship or aren't equipped for a relationship or specifically are looking for that, yeah, but not every person ever. Yes, women will go extinct after this. Somehow I doubt it. I do not value a plebeian female offering to blow my clarinet. I value an intellectual female offering to blow my mind. Oh, that's amazing. I'm so happy I read this today. I value an intellectual female offering to blow my mind. I'm sorry, I'm just an intellectual gentleman. If you don't like it, you can go and sleep with your robot. I love this subreddit so much. It's amazing. Nice to know you. It's a pleasure to match with you, my lady. My name is so-and-so. Nice meeting you too. Look forward to meeting you, my lady. Just call me, you know. Sure. Am an ordinary guy as well, lol. Love to stay at home. Awesome. We're on the same page. High five again, my lady. Haha, call me my name. How about you, my lady? Call me so-and-so. I'm in grade school right now. Used indirect to address a female peers of the realm. Usually now excluding duchesses and potentially the Lord Spiritual. Cannot wait to learn from your story, my lady. Yeah, I know what it implies, and I would very much prefer just being called by my name instead of an honorary, and this will be the last time I'll ask this of you. Please respect my wishes. The top comment, dude thinks we're in Game of Thrones. Yeah, like just calling them milady. And what were they saying about duchesses and princes? And also used indirect to address female peers of the realm. Are we playing World of Warcraft right now? Like, what do you mean a realm? It's honestly kind of awesome. Like, it doesn't mean they're a bad person, obviously. They might just want to be living in olden times, I suppose. Milady. Today I'm on vacation in Japan with my brother. When he said that he could speak Japanese, I guess what he really meant that he's a dumbass weeaboo who only knows the words kawaii and baka and a few others. He ended up offending two locals so much that they got in a fight and beat them up. FML. Yeah, I don't know if this happened. Am I wrong in thinking that? I just feel like that didn't happen. You know, like if it did happen, I'm very sorry. But at the same time, it sort of sounds like a lie. But yeah, if it did happen, that's awful. I think I just don't want it to be real. And yeah, hopefully it isn't. Yo, Twitch support, I need your help on a purchase I made. The girl I donated $13,000 to spent countless hours moderating her chat and keeping creepers away, and spent time being there for her on an emotional level on your website. Wait a second, what? And spent time being there for on an emotional level on your website is actually married, and I want a refund. Right, so they donated 13 grand to somebody and they turned out to be married. So what, that means that you think that if you give somebody 13 grand that they're somehow gonna fall in love with you, which is hilarious on its own. Like, why would you do that? There are actually people out there that have like a favorite Twitch streamer, and they think that if they donate enough money to them that they somehow have a relationship, and that's just not how it works. When the female GameStop employee you've been stalking quits her job and moves, what a biatch. Yeah, I should not laugh at this because there are 100% people like that. And yeah, I'm sorry, Hank Hill, that they did this to ya. Hard to swallow pills. If you can afford to play Magic the Gathering, you can afford soap. Yeah, I think we should read one more post and then it's wholesome memes time. Yeah, that was a different generation before wapper culture and high body counts made it almost impossible for you ladies to emotionally pair bond with a man. Now, because of getting you-know-whatted so many times by so many are literally broken. Yeah, definitely blaming them for everything, aren't ya? Okay, so we're starting the video on Tinder. You matched with a hot girl, play it cool. Hey, what's up? Who says what's up? Oh no, you're one of those? One of those? That doesn't sound good. Oh my god, that was awkward. Why would you say you matched with a hot girl? Play it cool. Don't mess this up, okay? Like there's nothing in your head that says maybe I shouldn't say this, or maybe it would be strange if I said this. It's honestly kind of amazing that people can say stuff like this and not think anything of it. Like it's actually sort of impressive. Oh my god, yeah, I'm not going to show you guys the full photo of this. I'll save you from it. Wanted, 2 bi females who are completely submissive and obedient and looking for a polyamory triad relationship for life. If interested, please private message me? ? Is anyone interested? Oh, why did this take a sad turn? My brain is like a be optimistic, it might not be real, it might not be what it seems. A review for Facebook Messenger. Very bad app. The girls always block me whenever I propose to them. Please delete the block option first. Oh my god, that's so funny. Like it's obviously not real. This is definitely a joke. But the idea of that is so funny. Women keep blocking me on Facebook Messenger. I think the problem is really you shouldn't be allowed to block me, not because I'm saying horrible stuff. So please, Facebook Messenger, can you take away the option to block me? Because I don't want to change. And it's very irritating. This person got this comment on TikTok. Cute baby, you look like you'd make a good submissive Asian doll wife for a white king with a crown and a love heart. Oh my god. A good submissive wife for a white king. Yeah, it's a way too early in the video to be reading stuff like this, and it's also way too late at night to be reading stuff like this. I'm traveling to Japan tomorrow, and I have a question about the females. Is this the one that we've read before? Hello, I'll be arriving in Tokyo tomorrow, and I'd like to ask something. This, of course, isn't the main purpose of my trip, but I was wondering what is the best way to find a single female Japanese yeah, it is. I remembered that they said female twice. What's the best way to find a single female Japanese female? Like what locations are the best place to find them? Literally like they're talking about Pokemon. Also, what is the best place to take them on a first date? And what kind of gifts do they enjoy? I'm traveling from the States, so I would greatly appreciate any information from those who have a Japanese girlfriend themselves. Thanks. Yeah, this is wrong on so many levels, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm looking for a female Japanese female. No, but for real, you're talking about human beings, dude. It's so unsettling. What race has the best women, and why is it Asians? Because white girls hate you and you think that Asian girls won't? Yeah, like the top comment says, neckbeards have bought into the submissive Asian woman stereotype, when in fact they're usually the ones who wear the pants in the relationships that I've seen. But also, don't get me started on the whole submissive thing. The obsession that we see on here with a submissive female is so creepy. It just doesn't seem like it comes from a very good place, and always gives me very icky vibes. What's your biggest turn off? When people smell bad. Hygiene is important. My ex used to spray himself with air freshener and say that it was the same as deodorant. Nah, surely not. Nah, buddy. Never forget that showers are sexy. Being like stinky or unhygienic and thinking that you can cover it with with deodorant or air freshener. That's a recipe for disaster. Something to brighten your day. I'm the first ethical incel. I don't hate women or nothing. I just don't get coochie. The top comment, he can't be the first. I've been doing this for 8 years. Oh my god, that's so funny, and it feels so good to have a light-hearted meme in here. I feel like it really breaks up the terrifying content. Mummy? Are you trying to say mummy? My lady. Baby found in dumpster. Oh my god. Imagine if a baby's first words were my lady. Surely somebody's first words have been my lady. That would be so amazing. Oh, hello, my lady. Thank you for bringing me into this world. This guy at MCM Expo London gets it. They just have a sign that says, use deodorant, you weebs. Wow, I feel bad for laughing, but at the same time, yeah. But also, not air freshener. I will always love this photo. And it's a wolf that's holding a woman. There is a look that can melt a woman's heart from across a crowded room that tells other men she's mine and under my protection. He keeps her safe. She keeps him wild. Ew, what do you mean? The top comment, I often clutch my wife and scream loudly at all the other men in the room. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm envisioning. Some guy just holding their partner and being like, she's mine, get away. Bro, what are you doing? Neckbeards when women don't have the same body type as a video game characters. Yeah, this commenter literally said what I was about to say. Can also be used for video game characters who look like actual women. Yeah, like if it's even a little bit realistic. No, how dare you ruin my favorite game. Oh my god, a gaming chair with a built-in toilet? Like the chair that Homer invents.
You expect people to go to the bathroom in their living rooms?
Sure, believe me, every man in America will want to have one.
I need to watch that episode after this video. It's been way too long. But yeah, should I even ask why there's a toilet in your gaming chair? Was it an art project or have you actually used it? Imagine you're playing a game and you're like, oh my god, I need to go poopy. So you just do it and then what? You just keep playing your game? Like, I don't want to get into this, but the logistics of it don't really make any sense. Just the idea of it makes me feel sick. Bruh, why the hell is this on YouTube? 10 hours of soft breathing. You watched it all? Yeah, you know what, guys? I think that's enough for today. Real men have skid marks and it's nothing to be embarrassed of. Okay, I'm out of here. I can't read any more of this. Why do females expect us to wash our butts? Real men don't touch their butt. I had a girlfriend try to shame me because she said she could smell you know what when we were in bed, and I explained why. I don't even wipe my butt with toilet paper because I'm not gay, and I know a lot of people who don't. Real men have skid marks and it's nothing to be embarrassed of. Yeah, so they're joking. But there are definitely guys out there that are not joking. Well, I don't know if they're not joking, but I'm definitely assuming. I'm not even gonna consider it. Yeah, I'm a real man with skid marks. Gross. While you were eating hay, I was studying the blade. Aw, little goatee, so damn cute. I didn't realize we were doing wholesome memes. Is it actually wearing the hat? Or did somebody Photoshop this? Please tell me they're wearing a little trilby. Aw, my lady. Yu-Gi-Oh! Straight up just added in a rule telling players to shower for tournaments. Subsection 1, hygiene. So what's changed? Okay, so So this is a new section requiring all persons attending a tournament to be clean and wear clean clothing. So what does this mean? If you or your clothing is excessively dirty or bad smelling, you can be penalized. Wow, yeah, they have to make those rules for a reason. So the fact that they feel like they need to do this is sort of alarming. Like, listen, we've had way too many people come in and stink up the place. We need to make sure this stops happening. Yeah, like it has to be happening enough for them to feel like they need to do this. Yeah, showering is sexy. Whenever I see a female drinking something like water or coffee, it makes me so unimaginably, you know what? I can't even help but fantasize about how the liquid will travel through her body, be filtered by her kidneys and transform into hot pee. That very same glass of water she's holding in front of me will soon become hot, golden, frothy nectar. Expelled straight from her you-know-what. Sometimes I drive past a Starbucks and aggressively you-know-what as I watch a girl sip on their coffee. Yeah, nah, this one cannot be real. That dark, caffeinated brew just waiting to be turned into her sweet urine gives me earth-shattering... I think you know what that says. I often envy liquids for this very reason. It's gotten to the point where the sheer sight of a faucet is enough to cause an... you know what? Knowing that it carries the pee fuel for females, my mind instantaneously imagines a girl with a colon of pee running to the toilet in desperation, sitting down and letting a geyser of hot, fragrant, golden nectar erupt out of her uterus. The pee of a female is special. It is pure, sweet, precious. Being able to watch girls consume beverages is such a privilege, which is why I thank God every day for giving me this blessing. Yeah, so either this is a really icky, gross, yuck moment, or I'm doing exactly what they want and reading it out and giving it attention because it's completely not real, you know, and they probably just wrote it to get attention, which by all means is okay with me. I hope it isn't real, but yeah, I suppose it could be, but that would be pretty terrifying. I love this subreddit. My horny ass can not be a Pokemon trainer. Wow, I literally have, I'll pick them up right now, literally sitting in front of Pokemon cards. That's such a crazy cool looking horse thing. And look, Snorlax jumping down. So damn cute. That's a wholesome meme right there. I have an addiction, guys, but I don't have an addiction to Pokemon like this person, apparently. So what? They're turned on by the Pokemon? Didn't Markiplier do a video, like a smash or pass video on all the Pokemon? And somebody replies to it. What does this mean? What do you mean by this? I'm pretty sure it means exactly what you think it does. And yeah, each to their own, I guess. This guy that super liked me on Tinder, vaping in a full hentai outfit, in bed with a fedora and sunglasses, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 body pillows. This is not just an average person. This is a god, laying there with a vape cloud, filling the entire room. Oh my god, that's so funny. Kyle22, you're an absolute legend. May I see a picture of your you-know-what? Oh, my apologies for bothering you. Have a good night. Never mind, I don't deserve to be with a woman anyway. Sorry that I bothered you. I'll just be alone forever. Wow, what? I'm sure you're not gonna be alone forever, but sending messages like that first one probably does doesn't help. Hello, fair maiden. May I see a picture of your undergarments? If only it were that wholesome. Also, what am I even meant to say right now? I wish you well. Probably don't message people that first message because it's not a very good idea. Neckbeards barely graduate high school, live with their parents, don't take care of themselves, and have no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Where's sex? Yeah, and even if you do have a whole bunch of redeeming qualities and you're a good person, having the attitude of being like, you know, where is somebody to sleep with me? I deserve this right now. Like, that's not good either. You know, like I know what I'm talking about, but some things that we read are straight out delusional. Oh my god, yeah, we read bird a long time ago. The kakapo doesn't have much going for it. The bird can actually fly and it can barely walk. To attract females, the male will dig a hole and sit in at any female passing by. Rarely does this work, so it just waddles off to find a rock and has the horizontal mumbo with that instead. Yeah, just walks around, sits in a hole, yells at females, and then goes and sleeps with a rock. I feel sort of sorry for this bird. I'm sure they do something awesome, but at the same time, it doesn't really seem like it. But yeah, so everybody is saying that it's a neckbeard in the form of a bird. Serious relationship desired. I'm looking for a submissive girlfriend that's affectionate, romantic, clingy, obedient, eager to please, and loves cuddling. No ghosting, no games. I would love you so much. I have my own house and a good job.
Yeah.
Orange County Deputy Shelby Abrams received a 3-week.
All right, people, what's up? Today I found probably the worst TikTok police officer I've ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Shell to the B. If you're looking for a police officer that lets all the power dynamic run to her head and wants to get some clout, this lady is for you.
This Orange County Sheriff's deputy has been punished for a video she posted on TikTok.
Aw shit, this lady's in Orange County. Now obviously, I'm not gonna say where I live, but if I had to give a metaphor, this lady has probably breathed the same oxygen as I have. Why the fuck is there so much dumb shit in Florida? Jesus.
Yet, despite the punishment, she continues to create new videos while wearing her uniform.
So from what I am understanding, this lady is a police officer, a sheriff deputy, that is in a position to give orders to the public, but she can't follow basic instructions herself. And you're telling me that she is worthy of the police badge? Get the fuck out of here.
Now, the deputy was suspended from her job for disobeying her superiors and discrediting the sheriff's office.
Now, audience, if you were the sheriff deputy office, how long would you maybe have suspended her for? Probably fucking forever? Well, how about 3 fucking weeks? What I don't understand is that if you're in the position to give other people orders and boss other people around, why the fuck would you let somebody that can't follow basic orders to give other people orders after already being warned to follow a various order that she deliberately fucks up? Whoever's in charge of the sheriff deputy's office right now made a stupid ass decision.
But tonight, the deputy continues to post new TikTok videos. News 6 investigator Mike DeForest shows us why she is doing it.
This investigation began when a fellow deputy stumbled upon the TikTok videos. During the investigation, other law enforcement officers said they felt the videos were inappropriate and embarrassing.
Yeah.
Orange County Deputy Shelby Abramson received a 3-week suspension.
Sorry to interrupt the news guy, but what the fuck is this video? Does she think she's some hot shot, some fucking hot shit by making these videos? There could be somebody that needs to be brought to justice. Somebody could be getting fucking killed right now. But no, let's forget I'm actually a police officer that needs to protect the public. Let's make a fucking TikTok in my police car acting like I'm some fucking hot shit. This is simply somebody that doesn't deserve the badge whatsoever. Sure, it may be a small percentage, but I don't want my fucking tax dollars paying this woman.
After investigators say she violated agency policy while posting videos on TikTok.
So when you're looking at my belt, I have a taser and I have a gun. Only one gun, honey.
This lady reminds me of a woman that is so fucking happy to be in a position of power. What's wrong, lady? Did you get bossed around by men too much when you were little? And now you're flexing your gun on TikTok thinking, oh, look at me, don't fuck with me. I'm a lady in the police force. Shut the fuck up.
Abramson has been creating TikTok videos of herself in uniform since shortly after she was hired by the agency less than 2 years ago. Those TikTok videos have earned her 80,000 followers.
I mean, to be fair, 80,000 followers really isn't that much on TikTok. If she was making money on TikTok, it would maximum be like a dime of money. Nothing crazy to brag about. But is 10 cents worth risking your job over? Fuck no.
According to this internal report, although most of the videos Deputy Abramson posted were benign, some of the audio tracks contained foul language and sexually explicit lyrics.
She say, babe, I'm nasty, I say me too. While I you in public, she say me too.
The school resource...
You're a deputy and also a mother? I can only imagine when your child grows up and sees this video on YouTube, I'm sure that they're totally going to aspire to be just like you. On a side note, that's fucking crazy that you're a mom. That just adds so much more responsibility to you as a person. And knowing that you can't even follow the job of your own occupation, I can imagine your job as a mother would be pretty shitty too.
Officer deleted this video after News 6 first reported about it, telling investigators she screwed up and shouldn't have posted that one.
Motherfucker, what are you talking about? Oh, I screwed up. Fucking oopsie. Aw, shucks, I shouldn't have been wiggling my ass on screen with some sexually explicit lyrics in the background with my fucking deputy outfit on. Aw, shucks, I shouldn't have posted that one. Fuck off.
That type of don't faze a player.
Besides placing the sheriff's office in disrepute, investigators say the deputy disobeyed her supervisor by continuing to create TikTok videos while on duty, despite being ordered to stop.
I know I continue to bring up this point over and over again, but I think it's so fucking crazy how some people get the badge and treat it so immaturely. I have no idea what course of action it took for her to get hired, because I think when you're trying to hire somebody, you can notice immaturity right off the bat. So I don't even know how she even got past the typical testing process, because personally, the second I notice she's not acting like a police officer, she can get her fucking ass right out the door.
So we're gonna do some squad talks with Shelby.
Abramson defended her TikTok videos to investigators, saying her motive was the humanizing of the badge, that we're not just this bad guy behind a gun.
Lady, how the fuck are you trying to humanize the badge? From the looks of your TikTok videos, it doesn't look like you're trying to be a police officer. It really looks like your intent is trying to become a TikTok celebrity above anything else. And what's your fucking goal here? Because if you're trying to show off the great cop's image, you're just showing how little the rules actually matter to you and that you give zero fucks about the consequences. I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem like a very good image for police officers. Fucking moron.
While the sheriff's internal probe was still underway, Abramson continued to post TikTok videos, including one recorded inside Epcot while the park was empty.
Okay, I can kinda understand her motive here a little bit. If you're inside of an empty Disney park, you would get a little bored and want to do something. But you also need to remember you're on duty and you're a fucking cop. And you have a job to look over this empty Disney park for a reason. You're trying to find them fucking weirdos that are trying to stay after dark. And you not doing your job horsing around with this fucking hooligan's not gonna make your job any better. It's the fact that you're on duty and you need to do this shit until you're off. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is do your fucking job.
Warning, do not add 30 pounds. Try this dance.
Even after being punished, she has kept on making new TikTok videos for her online fans. The Orange County Sheriff's Office would not make Abramson available for an interview, and she told News 6 by phone that her supervisors instructed her not to speak with us.
Holy shit, she can follow orders now? Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is what you call character development. I guess the lady does, in fact, have a few fucking brain cells left.
Some law enforcement agencies prohibit officers from appearing in uniform on their personal social media accounts. Now, the Orange County Sheriff's Office does allow it, but deputies are cautioned against identifying the agency, and they must not do anything that would negatively impact the public's perception of the agency. Mike DeForest, News 6.
Well, Mike, here is what I understand. We have a police officer that can't follow fucking orders for the life of her, and that she thinks that she's hot shit, trying to humanize cops when at the end of the day, she's trying to just get clout on the internet, while also at the same time is making a very shitty impression on what a cop's responsibility is. I mean, seriously, let that sink in. She is carrying a gun and expected to make super mature decisions with it. I don't think that's gonna fucking happen. Anyways, audience, I think I've seen enough bullshit today. Please click the video on screen. I promise you'll love it. But anyways, yeah, subscribe.
Angry Twitter people that if I support folks tearing down statues of Christopher Columbus, I should also support the teardown of statues of the Muslim prophet Muhammad. As a Muslim, I say go right ahead and tear down every single statue of Muhammad, because here's a fun fact that I just learned. So I had to double Google to make sure I was right. Yeah, no, if you're Muslim, you're gonna say, yeah, tear that down. It's offensive. Like, the whole thought behind it is it's thought to encourage the worship of idols, and they're like, nah, boo. Nice argument, Twitter morons. Hey, jackass, we use pyro in this country. Wales is an Australian magazine, and we use metric measurements. Okay, look, buddy, you're on the internet, which is American. Therefore, you can use American the best. Who wrote this comment? Therefore, you can use American the best measurements. You're on the internet, okay, which is American, obviously. Therefore, you can use American the best measurements. We have inches and centimeters and feet. Actually, the World Wide Web was first developed in CERN. I don't blame you for not knowing that, though. You're apparently an American. Got him, dude. Got him. Roasted and toasted. If vaccines were healthy, you could put it on a spoon and eat it. Try it. Oh, this is a classic post. Try it, you'll die. If broccoli was healthy, you could put it in a syringe and inject it into your bloodstream. Try it, you'll die. I mean, he's got a point. Dude, the deadass used Getty Images photos of a shark and cropped it onto their poster. The DCEU is a joke. That's what stock photos are for. Do you think they actually photographed a dude chilling with sharks? You're a dumb person. I don't get people like Bezos. If I had billions of dollars, I would impulsively start fixing stuff. Homeless vets? I don't think so. Hungry children? Not on my watch. He could be Batman. What a waste. This is what Bill Gates did start doing with his money. Now internet morons blame him for every conspiracy they can think of. And he's still not Batman. Bill Gates. Malaria? Not on my watch. Starving Africans? I don't think so. Incoming global pandemic? Hope I can teach people how to avert it. Brainlets. Bill Gates wants to spy on everyone and started COVID-19. You know how I know? The 9 is merely an inverted upside down G. A G for Gates. Hey, I fixed your Wi-Fi. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. Well, how come my home Wi-Fi isn't showing? Because you're not at home. Stupid ass people I deal with. Drive 10 miles, tell me if it picks up. Ex-Houston police officer said he was in DC during the pro-Trump riot for business, attended the president's rally on a whim, and did not enter the Capitol building. That's when an FBI agent showed him his own deleted images and videos from inside the Capitol Rotunda on January 6th. That was his business. These bum-ass Canadians don't even have Cash App. I like that that's a sign of how well you're doing, whether or not you have Cash App. Universal health care. Anybody 18 years of age can vote. A multi-party political system. During the pandemic, $2,000 a month was given to impacted workers. Weed is legal. And instead of Cash App, we have e-transfer, which is free. Good day. Eats poutine in peace. Millionaire makes $20 million in 2020. Millionaire hires artist to make art for $25K. Artist puts one streak on canvas. Millionaire thanks artist and has art appraised by an appraiser in his same circle of friends. Appraiser values artwork at $20 million. Millionaire donates $20 million artwork to a museum to get a $20 million tax write-off. And the millionaire therefore pays no taxes in 2020. All right. No, that's okay. I'm understanding so far. Me at museum. This is stupid. It's just a line on a canvas. Hipster next to me. Nah. You just don't understand it because you're uncultured. Because you're not making $20 million in 2020. Capitalism, what you know about it? Clearly not enough. Just to prove that the election was rigged, who really won? Sleepy Joe. Donald Trump, American flag, red, white, and blue. 90% overwhelming majority for Trump. Democrats are cheating in this poll too. This is unbelievable. I saw a job post the other day. It required 4+ years of experience in Fast API. I couldn't apply as I only have 1.5+ years of experience since I created that thing. Maybe it's time to reevaluate that years of experience equals skill level. I developed Fast API and I couldn't even apply for the job. Unbelievable. People say, well, what did people do before vaccines / antibiotics / pasteurization? As if that's an argument for going natural. They died, Carol. A lot of people died. That's what happened. Well, if the Lord wants what he wants. No. Is America in a better place than we were 4 years ago? Yes, I'm doing much better. I'm literally making 4 times as much as I was making when Obama was president. What do you do? I work for a debt relief company. Oh, bud. Oh no. I've been called a lot of names and accused of a lot of things by ER patients, but it's surreal to have a patient accuse me of falsifying their COVID result because they don't believe the virus is real, as I'm actively trying to keep them from dying from multi-organ failure from COVID. Just on the bed, pull the plug! I'd rather die before I take your dead Bill Gates virus. The 9 is an inverted G! I put on a mask, and literally within seconds, I'm struggling to breathe. Well, the surgeon who wore a mask for 6 hours to reconstruct my knee thinks maybe you're lying and also a drama queen. Just a at that. Oh boy, can't wait to get my $600 stimulus check and immediately send it to a credit card company where it will disappear without a trace and not stimulate I plan to use $400 to open a restaurant. The rest will use as down payment on a house. The Lego house, I use that $200 for that. You too can beat COVID. At first sign, helicopter to the best hospital. Check into a 6-room suite and get 24-hour team service. Get the newest drugs and treatments. Return home to full-time in-house medical staff and facility. Have your government pay all the bills. Then tell everybody how easy it is. Sounds like something that happened, didn't it? Not only do masks reduce your O2 and increase your CO2 intakes, which makes your wheeze or gasp, but they also provide perfect warm, damp breeding grounds for pathogens to breathe in. That will progressively make you ill. For those who want more respiratory illnesses, job done. Absolutely none of that is true. And your exact qualifications for stating that are? A degree in medicine and the fellowship of the Royal College of Anesthesiasts, for which I was examined in respiratory physiology and the mechanics of gas transfer. What are yours? InfoWars? You know, Americans are actually just gonna go extinct when they're putting in ventilation grills into their masks. I mean, she's wearing it wrong anyway. Aren't the sides supposed to not stick out like that? I don't know. There are two types of people in this world. Those who extrapolate from incomplete data. So, two of my classmates just asked a professor if his shirt's missing a second part. No, it's a joke, get it? Atheists, if God isn't real, how do you explain walking on water? Can you walk on water like Jesus? Yeah, show me a video of you walking on water. I don't need to. You just need to have faith that I did. Isn't that what you all about anyway? I accidentally hit the language button on my remote last night and watched Family Guy in Spanish for 10 minutes thinking it was a weird joke. To be fair, that seems like something they would do. I don't blame you for that, man. I'm a black cop. On the scene of a shooting one night, using a flashlight to look for a bullet casing between houses to collect as evidence, dispatch gets a call of a suspicious-looking black male in, quote, police clothes, using a flashlight to look into people's houses. Damn. There's not even a joke for that. That's just awful. The power went out on Halloween, so my friend and I still wanted to make tea. We had to do this. Took 40 minutes, but it worked. But it's gas, not electric. You could have lit the burner with a lighter, I'm just saying. Your power went out on Halloween? You were almost murdered, my friend. The ghosts took you for a haunting. Millennial dads have pathetic DIY skills compared to baby boomers. Oh yeah? Well, baby boomers have pathetic blacksmithing skills compared to 9th century Saxons. Alright? I got dumped for having red hair. My boyfriend's mom didn't want to risk having ginger grandchildren, so she made him dump me. He married a blonde and had 2 ginger kids. Karma. My kids are blonde. The mom gets what she deserves. If I have a medical emergency, don't you dare call an ambulance. Y'all better Uber my ass to the hospital because we're not about to pay $5,000 for a ride in the Wii U wagon. Everyone outside of the USA? What the hell? You gotta pay $5,000 for a ride in the Wii U wagon? Tough. You want socialized medicine? Tell me again about how good Canadian healthcare is. Tell me about the wait times for serious medical procedures. Did you guys learn anything from the complete failure of Obamacare? My husband needed brain surgery. World-class neurosurgeons removed a wedge of his skull, used lasers to remove scar tissue on his temporal lobe, and then put his skull back together. My biggest expenses were parking and snacks for stress eating. So, yeah, no, I think it worked. With his handmade keychains that go for $5 each, this 8-year-old boy raised $4,015 to erase the lunch debt of students from his school and 6 others. So he helped 7 schools. Or did he help just 6 people? I don't know. Either way, that's amazing. But what this really should say is that an 8-year-old does months of manual labor so his friends who are children can afford to eat without going into debt. That's what the article should say, but America the Great. I know the more jokes I make about America being kind of shitty, people are gonna be like, you don't like it, leave. No, I'm lazy. Comparatively, I'm doing just fine. But I can recognize that it's crappy for other people, you know? And then do something to help with that in any way I can. You know, I think that's a general, you can recognize it and then, oh, whatever. I'm going on a tangent. Fauci, wearing 2 masks is better than 1. I'm old enough to remember when he said masks don't work at all. Hey, yo, Blair White, this you? Normalize changing your opinion upon receiving new information. It won't kill you, I promise. You know what will kill you, though? Not wearing a mask and going into a highly populated area. Imagine living in a country without universal health care. Then a pandemic hits and the government still doesn't try to do universal health care. I don't know what you're talking about. Welcome to Clowning on America for 20 minutes. A hospital cancels an elderly patient's COVID vaccine appointment because he has an outstanding medical debt of $243. This is gonna piss me off. Like, this is gonna make me mad, man. I can already feel my blood boil a little bit. Kendall Jenner ate grilled cheese, fries, crepes, and more before hitting the Met Gala red carpet. Now that is bravery. What? Who wrote this? Bring me who wrote this. I just want to talk. I live in Syria, and this story gave me the strength to carry on. Thank you for sharing her story of eating food before going to a public event. This is a mask. This is a chin guard. Nobody told you to wear a chin guard. Wear a mask. Yeah, no, wear a mask. He's not wrong. Wear one. Pretend it's Halloween, and your costume is a surgeon. FBI raids Brooklyn man's home after he hoarded over 5,000 boxes of N95 masks and was trying to sell them at 700% markup. Cool! None of the insulin manufacturers next. Ugh, nah, see, Guevara, that's what you call an industry. We can't mess with our capitalism. Oh no, man. I wish we went back to the barter system. Give me 2 chicken. I want 2 chicken. I'm not allowed back in Lebanon. I was banned from the Middle East, which is crazy because they're the ones who watch my videos the most. Statistically, Muslim countries consume more porn than anyone else. The men who are yelling at me are the same men who are clicking on me. Just thought that was interesting. The United States devolved into riots again. Sad. Obama needs to resign. A real leader does not let the country fall this low. By the way, in a couple of years, we're gonna have this funky little speech, and then we're gonna all take a walk. We're gonna tour Washington D.C., go into the Capitol. Me and all of us, all of my friends, all of my rowdy friends from college. Oh man, cannot believe that dude got impeached twice. History. My kids' history books are gonna look really weird when we get to the Donald Trump chapter. If you use facial recognition for anything, the government has your face, LOL. Hey yo, wait until you find out about driver licenses. I've known people that wear a mask religiously and have still gotten the virus. Yeah. I've known people who obey speed limits and traffic lights still get into car accidents. People who didn't smoke get lung cancer. How many helmeted kids get hurt on bikes? The fact that no safety precaution is 100% effective is not an excuse to act irresponsibly. With your profile picture of a shocked looking man, no. I'm shocked. Japan has less than 1,000 COVID deaths. They never went into full economic shutdown. They have an unemployment rate of 2.6%. How'd they do it? Virtually everybody wears a mask. Americans have no idea how freaking stupid they look on the world stage. On the world stage, we're the janitors. Trump tells Fox News Radio he didn't retreat into White House bunker for protection from potential intruders, but instead to examine the place. It was much more of an inspection. No, see, Your Honor, I didn't myself. I was testing the capacity of my pants. That's all. My girlfriend is currently crying because she thought the $70 she wanted to spend on adopting a koala bear from the Australian brush fires was actually going to physically get her a koala bear. Like, they would just FedEx that to us and not just her become a sponsor. You don't want a koala bear, first of all. Hey, yo. Send her a drop bear. Send her a drop bear, send her some Ozemite, and a note that says good luck. One time I was late to practice, and coach made me run laps. My dad was the coach, and he drove me to practice. But I had to run laps because I was late. Whatever. Alright, cool, whatever. Sure, I spent 50 years of my life studying viruses, just so I could trick rednecks into wearing paper masks. That was my career goal. 5 decades of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears went into a funny prank. Okay. MAGA-themed wedding pays tribute to Trump. How empty is your life when you make your wedding about another man? Not even the man you're marrying? Yeah, alright. The 4 COVID personality types, spotted at a local grocery store. One believes in science, one denies science, one doesn't understand science, and the final believes in magic. Because of mail-in ballots, 2020 will be the most rigged election in our nation's history, unless this stupidity is ended. Okay, believe me. We voted during World War I and World War II with no problem, but now they're using COVID in order to cheat by using mail-ins. Wait, Donnie, do you believe World War I and World War II were fought on our shores? Are you aware that the men serving abroad in those wars voted by mail? Trump, you know this? What do you think, they took a timeout? A person infected with measles went to a Portland Trailblazers game last week and got 22 people infected. The year is 2019, not 1819, and this happened. no way I can do this. But someone should count the number of times Obama uses the term I in his ridiculous 700-page book. We might have here the greatest egoist of all time, at least outside of lunatic asylums. Oh no. What kind of monster writes their memoir in the first person? You make a great point, bud. The USPS is viewed favorably by 91% of Americans despite billions in losses annually. It's a service. It doesn't lose money, it costs money. No one says the military loses $750 billion a year. I'm gonna start saying that. I'm just wondering when none of these televangelists have been showing up at hospitals and performing miracles on all the coronavirus patients. Don't let Kenneth Copeland do it, it'll zap your youth. Why does it look like that for every single one? All televangelists look like they survive off of the life force of other people. Reaching their hand out to touch your forehead, you instantly age, and one wrinkle goes away on Kenneth Copeland's forehead. And he goes, ha ha ha! The bank says I can't afford a $950 mortgage, so I pay $1,400 a month in rent instead. Figured that works out. Why do I need an AR-15? Because someday the government may tell me I'm not allowed to put my sick son on a plane and fly him to Italy for treatment. And believe me when I tell you I will be putting him on that plane.
I need an AR-15 in case I need to hijack a plane to fly my son to a country with socialized healthcare.
It's currently my favorite take on gun ownership, because it completely avoids the real problem at hand with what you're stating. Drop the AR-15 and open up healthcare for everybody. For free. My sister started 8th grade and it's all on Zoom, and today she got in trouble because she got up to get water during class. As she's getting yelled at, she looks at me and says, "How does bitch go to me I can't get water in my own house?" Hey, fair enough. During this pandemic, you really see who your real friends are. Who's checking up on you, making sure you're okay. Remember that when this is all over. You know, I feel like we need to constantly remind ourselves that the entire world does not revolve around us. Testing people's loyalties during a pandemic is narcissistic. At best, narcissistic. At worst, you're a terrible person. Uses metric system, uses metric system, uses metric system. All of them. But only one's been to the moon. You know that NASA uses the metric system? But they didn't go to the moon. America did, says the Donald Trump Jr. Facebook post. I feel like that'd be a legitimate counter argument he would make. I don't know, I see it. Today I learned that New Zealand let health experts make the decisions about how to deal with the pandemic rather than politicians, and as of today they have 0 COVID cases. Wow, it's almost as if science and common sense works. And that was in July of 20... Wow, makes me jealous. Makes me jealous. Last week my daughter was sent home from school to change a pair of shorts she was wearing these said were too short. This week, the health district issued a mandatory mask in public order, and schools said they don't have anything they can do for non-compliance. You mean like sending them home? Wishing all our loved ones, neighbors, and friends across the country lighting their first candle night a beautiful, happy Hanukkah. Oh, what's wrong with wishing us a Merry Christmas? Because it's the first night of Hanukkah, not Christmas yet. It's the 10th, buddy. So, Christmas is a month-long occasion. Starts in November. School boards. We don't have the power to enforce a mask policy on students. Also school boards. No dreadlocks, no haircuts with designs, no distracting hair colors, no visible shoulders, no bra strap showing, no knees showing, no open-toe shoes, no political shirts. You get the point. It's been an interesting day. To anyone frustrated with the Robinhood investment app, I'm not the CEO you're looking for. Wrong guy. Wrong guy, everybody. Oops. Norway is the happiest country in the world. What's the secret? Wow. I can't believe that a wealthy country with free healthcare and education, high wages, a strong middle class, and nearly a month paid vacation time by law is happy. Unbelievable. If you're having a bad day, remember that we unloaded 6,000 bricks on the wrong address. Ooh. Yo, is that Tom Holland in the back? It looked a little bit like him at first. Yo, Tom? You training for the new movie? This morning, the young barista woman told me that a customer came in with a mask but not wearing it. When she asked the customer to put on her mask, please, the woman said, "Why? There's no one in here." That customer not seeing the barista as a someone very much tracks to my anecdotal experience of non-mask wearers. That about tracks, yeah. Barber shaves triangle into man's hair after he pauses video of a model he wanted to look like. Ooh. Well, now you look like a walking YouTube video. Hell yeah. Imagine being Bill Gates right now. You spend 30 years of your life and $50 billion of your own money supporting humanitarian causes. You directly save hundreds of thousands of lives in Southeast Asia by providing anti-malaria netting to half of a continent. You drop infant mortality rates throughout the entire developing world by funding vaccine programs, including vaccinating 40 million children for polio. And amongst a plethora of philanthropic endeavors, you fund free education platforms like Khan Academy so people can have free access to high-quality education. Then after donating half of your wealth to charity and pledging 90% of the remainder to charity in your will, arguably doing more to better life on Earth for humanity than any other human being to ever live, you hop on the internet, only to find a million scientifically illiterate imbeciles that are using the very computers you pretty much invented in the first place to call you a child-murdering archvillain antichrist because they watch a YouTube video made by some other yokel with the comprehension of a potato. Imagine being Bill Gates. Christians and Muslims are brothers and sisters, and we must act as such. Why don't you ask Muslims to convert to Christianity? Please read John 14:6. Yo, did you just seriously ask the Pope to read the Bible? When I was 17, I worked at a bagel place, and each night we loaded dumpsters of bagels from the day. A homeless man came in and asked for a bagel, and rather than throw them out, I gave him a few in a plastic bag. My boss reviewed the cameras and fired me for, quote, feeding the animals. And that is what radicalized me. I pay $2,000 a month in rent for my family's home. I made every payment on time during COVID. A mistake made either by me or the payment system, I really don't know, caused me to underpay my rent this month by $2.51. I just received a letter from my rental company threatening eviction unless I pay my balance immediately. My property management company is threatening to kick me and my family out of my home for 0.01% of my rent. But I still have to wait 2 weeks for them to fix a sink. So, glad that there's that standard. Hey, how you gonna be called Robinhood then start shutting down when Robinhood stuff starts happening? Huh? Weirdos. In light of current market volatility, we are restricting transactions for certain securities position closing only, including AMC and GME. Hey yo, is this you? You said let the people trade in 2016? Is that you? Dwayne The Rock Johnson recently told people that he decided to watch Moana with his 4-year-old daughter Jasmine and was extremely excited to reveal to her that he voiced Maui. I said, you know, that's Daddy's voice, and I'm gonna show you. Maui starts singing and then I start singing, and within 10 seconds she's trying to put a pillow over my mouth and says, you're ruining the song. Yeah, quiet down, Dwayne. You're ruining the song, man. Scoop. The Wisconsin pharmacist who sabotaged 500 doses of the Moderna coronavirus vaccine also believes the earth is flat and the sky is actually a shield put up by the government to prevent individuals from seeing God. What a nutcase, oh my God. Oh, he looks creepy. How you gonna say all lives matter when just 2 months ago you wanted to sacrifice your grandma for the economy? Weirdos. Wouldn't it be nice if pro-lifers focused on suicide prevention, or ending the death penalty, or fighting poverty, or curbing hunger, or stopping gun violence and police killings, or combating the opioid epidemic, or ending wars? You know, things that would actually save lives. Yeah, me too. Friends, I'm desperate here. I am a newly non-vaccinated and I want to write about vaccination dangers for my final thesis in college. However, I have to use scholarly journals, etc. as my sources. When I search deep into GSU's library, every article seems to be pro-vax and nothing supporting my argument. Does anyone have some scholarly docs that I can use to prove my point effectively? Thank you all. You know, the fact that you can't find any journals to back up your viewpoint may suggest you need to reassess your viewpoint. No, I'm not wrong. The archives are incomplete. Schools are saying we can't enforce mask wearing, as if they haven't enforced girls to cover up for decades. If you could send me home for wearing a tank top, you could send someone home for not wearing a mask. That's true, that's real. That's real. This is a standard vaccine composition. Which of these chemicals do you object to having in your body? And then he lists a bunch of chemicals. And this person goes, all of them, really? Because I've just given you the chemical composition of an apple, which is living testimony to the fact that anti-vaxxers aren't qualified to know what they're scared of. Thought you should know that. Don't bother calling for takeout. They put you on hold and never come back. Oh, I'm sorry for your inconvenience. The server taking your order had a seizure while doing so and couldn't complete the process. When you showed up to retrieve your order and it wasn't ready, even though there was an ambulance in front of the restaurant and we were tending to the medical emergency at hand, we offered to complete your order at that time. I'm sorry that you declined and chose to complain in a public forum. Man. Oh, man. I'm in my fist clench up, man. People are... Ugh. Facepalm showcases the worst in people, I think. Angela Merkel has a doctorate for her thesis on quantum chemistry. Our president called her stupid. What's stupid is he needs 2 hands to sip from a small glass. If you want $15 minimum wage, don't complain when your Taco Bell order costs $38 for a burrito. The most expensive Taco Bell burrito in Washington, D.C., where the minimum wage is already $15, costs $3.79. Jordan, Rachel. You moron, you dolt, you dingus. When you're 5 years old and it's your first day of school ever, and they expect you to know how to read, type, and send emails. Now you can just stare at the screen like monkey. I have lived next to the same guy for 3 years. Thought his name was Steve. I call him Steve. His name is Steve on my phone. I've been to his apartment. We've had dinner. His name is Brian. His dog is Steve. You had dinner with the dog? My boyfriend turned down 5 fully paid scholarships just to stay here with me. I really love this man so much. Yo, your boyfriend dumb as hell. hell, he turned down 5 fully paid scholarships? I know if my girlfriend had gotten any sort of fully paid scholarship, I would be like, do it, you know, pursue that. I'm not gonna test your loyalty to me by whether or not you're gonna turn down a good opportunity to pursue to further your life. That's stupid. A Georgia high school suspended 2 students for posting photos of crowded hallways with not a mask in sight. When someone praises socialism. Hey, I'm an owl expert here, known as an ornithologist. The owl is in fact orgasming. Thanks for the info. Yahoo refuses to buy Google for $1 million in 1998. In 2002, Yahoo realizes its mistake and tries to buy Google for $3 billion. Google says, give us $5 billion, and Yahoo says no. In 2008, Yahoo refuses to be sold to Microsoft for $40 billion. In 2016, Yahoo was sold to Verizon for $4.6 billion. Don't be like Yahoo. Don't be too stubborn. If you need 144 rolls of toilet paper for a 14-day quarantine, you probably should have been seeing a doctor long before COVID-19. But of course, we don't believe in doctors, do we? Bernie Sanders should be forced to give away 90% of his birthday cake. Hashtag happy birthday, Bernie. Actually, this is how birthday cakes work when you have friends. Give away a lot of it. Don't buy Goodyear tires, leave it out to bear on MAGA hats. Get better tires for less. This is what the radical left Democrats do. Two can play the same game, and we have to start playing it now. Well, Goodyear's chief competitors are Firestone/Bridgestone, Continental, Michelin, and Pirelli. So you're saying buy anything but American. Okay, all right. Which addiction's yours? God, I just love Uber too much. I cannot stop ordering Ubers to my house and having them drive me to the nearest bus stop and calling another Uber to go to the next one. It's a rush. Uber Eats just spent $5.5 million plus whatever it cost to get Cardi B, Mike Myers, and Dana Carvey to tell us to support local restaurants while putting local restaurants out of business by charging them 30% delivery fees. Nice. Hi, excuse me. I just found out that the professor for this online course I'm taking died in 2019, and he's technically still giving classes since he's literally my professor for this course, and I'm learning from lectures recorded before his passing. It's a great class, but what? Ghost professor. After seeing half a country actively reject wearing a mask during a pandemic, I would like to apologize to the filmmakers of every horror movie ever made for calling their characters unbelievably dumb for going into the murder basement. Turns out that's exactly what we would do. People who leave their phones set to military time are frickin' war criminals. How do you look at 1605 and go, wow, I can't understand that? Bootlickers, what's next? You gonna join the army? Recruit me? Americans be like, okay, I can't count past 12 actually. Yeah, I can't, so what? You're gonna call me out on that. I am literally locked inside a 24-hour fitness right now. They closed the doors and went home while I was swimming laps in the pool. Doesn't the name suggest these stay open 24 hours? Walking around trying to figure out how to get out. I called Sandy Dispatch. They told me they'd call me back. I called my wife. She said find a comfortable place to sleep. What would I do if I was locked inside a 24-hour fitness? What would I eat? Are those at 24-hour fitnesses? Brianna just gave me a brilliant idea. I would have sustenance. And I would have all the time in the world to get frickin' swole. I would break the doors. What are they gonna do? I consumed all of their whey protein. Outdoor yoga and a dome pop-up coming in Toronto. So we just let the homeless sleep in the rain and snow because why? When we have these domes here? All right, whatever, I guess. I remember seeing this. I remember back in November when that white dude tried to post about being a black gay guy. It was clearly meant for an alt account he had. I'm a black gay guy, and I can personally say that Obama did nothing for me. My life only changed a little bit, and it was for the worse. Everything is so much better under Trump, though. I feel respected, which I never do when Democrats are involved. By the way, my name's Dean Browning. I'm a white guy. Everyone makes mistakes, says teen who kicked old man into river. He just made the mistake of walking in front of my leg while I was kicking. I don't know what happened.
All right, let me pull them covers off. There we go.
You know, I took the diagnostic a couple of weeks ago and it said an IQ of 512. Did you tell someone about it? That sounds very important. Ainsley Earhart proudly remembers the time that the United States, quote, defeated communist Japan, proving we are truly a great country. Fox News is informing viewers that our troops defeated, quote, communist Japan. We feel 20% more stupid just having typed that. Back to you. How about you just shove it in there? Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Yeah, just like that. Hey, which one of my favorite Australian editors are editing this one? What does it say? Can you tell me? I can't read that. I can't find my house keys. I found them. Where? In the bathroom. Well, technically in my pocket while I was in the bathroom, if we're being super technical. But I found them. You're welcome. Water, 1 mile. Water, 1 kilometer. Americans, the mile, I know miles. But the Americans are right. A mile is less than a kilometer. A mile is 1.6 kilometers. Oh no, that does make sense. Okay, I get it. My brain was like, so if I went a mile, I've gone 1.6 kilometers. Oh god, this is confusing my brain. No, a mile is longer than a kilometer, idiot. You're an idiot. And you make me feel stupid that I had to Google it. How dare you? Here's an exchange that I'm currently having with my landlord. Hey, the hot water's broken. How? Can you send me some photos? Well, it looks like this, but it's not hot. What do you mean send you some photos? The hot water isn't working. Cloaked in the fur of their slaughtered brethren. I think you have a fundamental misunderstanding of how yarn is made, my friend. Hello, lovely. It's spelled mom, not mum. Actually, it can be spelled as mum or mom. British English is a thing. No, my lovely. Hey, don't call my your lovely. And it's a fact that it can be spelled as mum or mom. It's mom, lovely. Damn, y'all are about to make me start saying mum instead of mom. Sheesh. Over this argument, little added, no, lovely, it's not true. Like, that was so passive aggressive. They were like, you knew that, like, you wanted to say go yourself, but we're just being too polite about it. Republican Gomert, what a name, asks whether federal agencies can fix climate change by altering orbit of the Earth and Moon. Dream big, Gomert, dream big. Yo, I just saw this. I guess it's safe this way. What's going on here? Through the wheel. Ain't no one taking that moped. Joe Biden shoos away pesky cicada, and that is all the news we have for today. It might be slow, but hey, now I know that Biden is at least a bug hater. He hates bugs, and bugs are part of nature, and so Joe Biden hates nature. That's all I'm saying. Bro, do you know Newton's second law? Dude, I'm a science student, bro, not a law student. How dare you ask me that kind of... Bro, you kidding me? Newton's second law? I don't know. Go read a law book, maybe? Straight up thought my burger had a sticker that said no... that said no on, and asked an employee what it meant. I didn't know. UFC fighter does photo shoot with shorts on backwards. That's okay. But why does he look like he's about to cry? As Jacob Leandro pointed out. Today I learned a woman named Pamela Cramier died at a gender reveal party after her family members filled a steel umbrella stand with gunpowder. But instead of emitting a shower of sparks, the metal pipe could not take the overpressure, acting like a pipe bomb. It's an accident. Yay! Goodbye, plastic bags. Hello, plastic bag. Drive carefully. This is our pop. I don't give a shit about your pop. Look at me ram into the back of your car. Your Elantra. Every second someone dies. Every second someone is born. So why isn't our population 0? Because that's not how you forgot the whole in between of living. Got that whole part that could last anywhere from 1 to like 100 years. Hi, boss. Yes? I'm pregnant. What? So I need a few days leave now to discuss this with my boyfriend. Please approve my leave. Hey, how about you please first discuss this with my wife? She read your first couple of messages. And why can't you type all this in one message? My wife wanted to clothesline me. Unbelievable. Boom, sorry, that was my Wall Street bets. It's sure weird how depression and anxiety are huge problems for young people in a society where everything costs more every year and every single human act gets monetized on a planet that is boiling alive. Yeah, it must be a coincidence. Oh, my poor parents bought me a pride balloon for my graduation because they thought it meant they were proud of me. It's the thought that counts. Oh my god, Brick is just sleeping at my feet. You good, dude? You okay? You are so sleepy. You're just the sleepiest boy. Brick. He's so tired. Millennials aren't buying diamonds. Why? You know, too busy filling out job applications that ask them to attach their resume, and then what's on that same resume on the next page, and it's a whole thing. The Space Force is unsure of who the good guys are in Star Wars. Oh boy. Well, that's off to a bad start. If you are stolen, call the police at once. You're welcome. I forgot to take my mask off in the sun, and now I have tan lines. Hey, bro, those are some sick-ass tan lines. Now you know exactly how to apply your mask. I'm straight, but that's incredible. Yo, hey fellas, is it gay to like sunsets? Nah. All this people are equal nonsense. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. All this people are equal nonsense. Equal fellas. You know exactly. Those are some sick ass tan lines. Now you know exactly how to apply your mask. I'm straight, but that's incredible. Yo, hey fellas, is it gay to like sunsets? Nah. All this people are equal nonsense. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. All this people are equal nonsense is because we are led by women and they are socialists and men are merit-based. Men will say Steve is the fastest and kicks the ball furthest. Let's make him the captain. Women will say Jane is the best looking and fastest swimmer. Tell everyone she has herpes. Didn't a comedian make this joke? This reads exactly like in a much way, but this reads like a joke a comedian said. If I find it, I'll mention it in the comments, but I'm pretty sure this was a bit a comedian said. You're not original, pal. Prize winner Amelia wanted us to point out that her teardrop tattoo is not because she murdered anyone. She accidentally killed a pedestrian once after falling asleep at the wheel and got the tattoo to honor their memory. All the while wearing a truckin' and shirt. Next week, they're entering the Amy Schumer lookalike contest for $500. America got Americans brainwashed thinking they live in the dream. Dude, my friends in the UK get like 3 months of vacation a year just traveling and laughing. Living the dream, part of the capitalist machine. Let's go, baby. Pay the working people the extra $300 a week and see how fast the unemployed get employed. That's actually what we're trying to have happen. that's actually the problem. You've pointed it out perfectly. Thank you. Parents, kids are more depressed these days. I wonder why. Kids, you destroyed the economy for us. The earth is literally dying. We are going to work until we die, and on top of that, the Nazis are back. Aw, it's those pesky iPhones. I got dumped for having red hair. My boyfriend's mom didn't want to risk having ginger grandchildren, so she made him dump me. He married a blonde and had 2 ginger kids. Karma. My kids are blonde. Get absolutely rammed, buddy. Turns out my red is deception. Oh, you tried to keep yourself anonymous, but the news failed you. Oh, I'm so sorry. A swing and a miss from images that are unbelievably cringe. I love Twitter accounts like these. I can make an entire like series of videos going through these Twitter accounts because they're so. I love these like niche. Or niche, I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but I love these niche little Twitter accounts. They're my favorite things online. Why the F is there a birthday candle for 0? Nobody turns 0 years old. Buddy, I hate to break it to you, but when they're in the womb, pal, give them a cake. Right before the birth, like right before you go to the hospital, when the water breaks, right there, cake, right there. Balenciaga and Crocs unveil their newest collab, stiletto clogs and platform rain boots. Slated for 2022. Would you buy it? Yes. Just because it's made of rubber doesn't mean I won't feel fancy wearing it. Just because they're Crocs and I can put my little fancy Croc plugs in my Croc? Hell yeah. Damn, girl. Are you a construction worker? Because you are building... What? That's right. I keep biting my tongue when I talk, and I think it's because my tongue is swollen from some of the food I've eaten before, like in the last week. And it gives me like this weird sound. It almost gives me like a lisp, and I hate it. I'm not a lispy man, okay? Hey, Chris, looks like the power's out in the building. Oh, bummer. Don't know who's gonna take care of that. Well, hopefully you, Chris. Your job, sir? Help? Oh, my tongue hurts, bro. I'm on the bus and this guy is so fine, but he has an iPhone 6. Yeah, and you're on a bus. Yeah, so what? What's wrong? Learn about Chinese culture off a Chinese zodiac placemat for $1. It's the best way to do it. It's practically giving it away. Wood chopping board. Wet, clean only. Okay, wipe up spills immediately. All right, to avoid staining, of course. Do not soak. Understood. Do not use as a chopping board. So what is it then? Is this just a decoration? Is this a conversation starter? Do you cook? No, I just pretend I do. That's why I have the wood chopping board that's not supposed to be used as a chopping board. Ah, yes. My favorite. Some authentic, various, and confused pizzas. This girl rescued a coyote thinking it was a dog, and his face is priceless. Well, you know what? Now you have a new dog, a new coyote dog. Clearly, he's not upset about it. He's like, oh, okay, didn't expect this to be my Wednesday. Yo, let's do this from keep. Let's do this to keep the potatoes from getting dirty. This is a good idea. All right, good job, everyone. We did it. Just in all caps. I do not like Puerto Rican. Like just yelling it from the heavens. Why? Why don't you? They disgust me. What do they be saying? You know, I think they be saying nothing good, especially if it's about someone whose name sounds like I'm summoning a demon. Oni Shenonial. Or, sorry, Oni Shayonial. What the name? Did your parents play like Mad Libs, but they picked like your parents put letters in a hat and just until they were done, until the hat was empty. Oni Shionial. Jesus. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Outdoor yoga in a dome pop-up coming to Toronto. So we just let the homeless sleep in the rain and snow because why? We have pop-up domes and y'all letting the homeless why? Why? If you use facial recognition for anything, the government has your face. Lol. Oh, wait until you find out about driver licenses. You're gonna be shocked. Face coverings should not. Face coverings should not be worn in the water due to increased drowning risk. I didn't know people were wearing masks in the swimming pool. That is hilarious. Like I'm all for the mask mandate, but I think the pool is the one place that the mask should come off because if you're going swimming, clearly you're oh, that's hilarious. Nothing is to be above, below, in front of fire extinguisher. What about the paper above the fire extinguisher and the glass door in front of the fire extinguisher? Think about that. What about those two? Get them out of there. What the hell were you trying to make? Your toasty failed a bit. I think you're saying. Why is it beans and bread? You know you get like a value meal for like $5. Beans and bread? It's probably like is this a British thing? Is this British? Let me look up a toasty. Oh, it's supposed to be a grilled cheese sandwich. They just filled theirs with beans. Weirdo. Noel Gallagher calls Prince Harry woke snowflake for dissing own family. Don't say bad things about your family, says the man who called his brother a man with a fork in a world of soup. Well, that just means his brother's not well off. It's not bad, it's just, you know, accurate. Alrighty. New poll asks people to name famous Asian Americans. 9% said Bruce Lee, 11% said Jackie Chan, 42% said don't know. Does that add up? I don't think that gets to 100. That's 62. Out of 100% of the people you asked, only 62 respond. I don't understand why you have percentages. I wish we could choose our baby fathers. Hey, get this. You totally can. But only once. Once per baby. I'm so proud that we're creating an international alliance of nationalists. Together, we will beat globalism. I see. No one tell them. This is the best tweet since the Flat Earth Society announced it has members all over the globe. And they don't know why that was funny to say. They don't get it. They don't understand why that was funny. It's for me to laugh at and for them to feel proud about. It's a win-win. Hey, you got your Sydney tickets yet? If not, I got some I want to sell. I just found out that I'd be going to my grandma's funeral that day. Hit me up if your Zelle/Cash App ready, only thanks. So, you're saying you're preempting your grandma's death by 6 months? Oh yeah, oh my bad, she's dead already, it's her memorial. Yo, whoops, he's active in free karma for you. Don't trust this man. Ooh, look at that hidden network. I'll never guess the password. I'll never guess it. Thinking Bill Gates can do what he wants on any given day might be the most naive thing you've posted. You sound like a 13-year-old that wants to grow up and be a millionaire so you can eat ice cream for breakfast every day. Oh, sure, mate. Keep working until retirement while I'll eat my ice cream for breakfast. Oh, yeah, sure, mate. I can't, saying it without like trying to do an accent feels so weird. Sure, mate. Okay. Yeah, sure, mate. Keep working until retirement while I'll eat my ice cream for breakfast. How does one not work until retirement while you eat ice cream for breakfast? That's the secret. Amazon's newest euphemism for overworked employees is industrial athlete, and I like that. That's a fun spin. Every home is worth protecting, except for these particular homes right here. Woman stranded at Croatia airport after arriving for a flight a year early? How do you do that for the next year? I don't even think that's like a user, like a common mistake. You know, that's not something where the airline's like, hey, be careful, you don't want to book your flight for the next year. No, this is dummy. This is goofball. Jesus. I always love seeing the withheld alumni out and doing well. This young lady has her own apartment and is working 3 jobs. I'm so proud of her. Now give me my Frosty. A thief gets stuck between ATM and wall in hilarious robbery fail. A thief from Tamil Nadu recently had a hilarious faux pas. Excellent use of the word faux pas. When he found himself caught between an ATM and a wall while trying to steal cash. Just take the whole ATM. Just steal it. Steal the whole ATM. You can save face. No one's gonna look at you weird. You're like, you know, you wanted the ATM. That's fine. I get it. Take the whole thing. Yeah, I work with a flat earther at an airline. I don't know how that works out. So this lady came in this morning and walked up the front desk to greet us before gasping loudly and saying, I forgot my dog. She forgot to bring her dog with her to the vet. Well, maybe you can update her shots instead. Bernie Sanders should be forced to give away 90% of his birthday cake. Hashtag happy birthday, Bernie. Yeah, no, actually, this is how birthday cakes work when you have friends. Didn't know if you knew that, but typically the birthday haver doesn't eat 100% of the cake. My boyfriend turned down 5 fully paid scholarships just to stay here with me. I really love this man so much. Yeah, your boyfriend dumb as shit. Cough. While some Olympians are pursuing prestigious careers and university degrees outside of sports because they want to, many need to take on other jobs to pay the bills and sustain their sporting careers. I jogged a fun run 5K over the weekend and then went back to my day job on Monday. It's called life. Oh, I'm sorry, anonymous Twitter user. Are you a Olympian level athlete? Are you the same? Are you on the same level? Shut up. Cloaked in the fur of their slaughtered brethren. I think you have a fundamental misunderstanding of how yarn is made. No, I know perfectly how it's made, from the fur of slaughtered brethren. I got dumped for having red hair. My boyfriend's mom didn't want to risk having ginger grandchildren, so she made him dump me. He married a blonde and had 2 ginger kids. Karma. My kids are blonde, and all 4 of them are stupid. I have proof that BMW drivers don't know what a turn signal is. This weird green light came on. Should I be concerned? Yeah, it's called your turn signal, idiot. That one shows you're going to the, left. Now turn left. They do say the pen is mightier than the sword, but perhaps Alan Slattery. Man fails to rob bank because staff can't read his terrible handwriting. Yeah, no, I can't even understand that either. Homeboy wrote in Simlish and said, all the money in the bag. But he didn't even bring a bag. South Carolina man steals horse, hides it in bedroom, deputies say. An upstate man is in jail after deputies say he stole a horse and hid it in a bedroom. Well, he needed a roommate. What's wrong with that? Cheerleading outfit top for Orem High School in Utah. Go Hoes! That's awful. That's terrible. But I mean, hey, now you guys can cheer to that one song by the Lumineers, and it'll be fitting because the song's called Hey Ho. How did she get there? She had a date with Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Don't mind her. She was experiencing turtle power. Here is the irony of a sign explaining the formation of sand dunes being covered by a sand dune. I'd tell you how that happens, but I don't know. The sign's covered. Attention customers. These in-demand items are not sold in store. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Digital Edition, Xbox Series S and X. Check Walmart.com or app for a vote. But I see like 4 Xbox Series S's right there. Do you think I'm stupid, Walmart? I can just open your funny little cage and steal it right there. I don't advocate for it, but do as I say, not as I do. I live in Syria, and this story gave me the strength to carry on. Thank you for sharing her story. And what was the story? It's a classic. We've seen it before. It was Kendall Jenner eating grilled cheese, fries, crepes, and more before hitting the Met Gala red carpet. Because that's bravery, you heard? When you spent money on jewelry instead of music lessons. No, that's how the pros play. I guess you don't know because you're not a pro. That's okay. You got time to train, you got time to practice. Maybe one day you'll be at the big leagues, buddy. Like Gia. Y'all really be arguing with scientists about science. I don't know why people think labels automatically classify you as smarter. It just means you got a job. Oh, Bobby, you even spelt De Niro wrong. Your name's supposed to be, is his name Bobby De Niro, like Bobby Money? Bro, it's De Niro, not... All right. whatever. Okay, whatever. The prize for this contest from Shake Shake, alright, is ketchup packets. We're teaming up with Heinz to send one lucky fan a year's supply of the condiment we can't live without. Ketchup! Now you can never ask us for a packet again at our restaurants. With his handmade keychains that go for $5 each, this 8-year-old boy raised $4,015 to erase the lunch debt of students from his school and 6 others. Wow. Did you mean 8-year-old does months of manual labor so his friends who are children can afford to eat without going into debt? America, home of the hungry, land of the indebted. That being said, can I get one of them keychains? Because I lost my keychain, so anything to help the cause. People who leave their phones set to military time are war criminals. How do you look at 1605 and go, wow, I can understand that? Bootlickers, what's next? You gonna go join the army? Recruit me? Send me to the